Hi. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for tonight. Okay. My day has been filled with work, other work besides this, but this has been the highlight of my day the entire day is waiting. Actually, I've been counting down ever since all y'all got accepted. I don't know if you've been counting down. I mean, some of you might be excited. Some of you might be like, what in the HE double hockey sticks did I sign myself up for? All those feelings are normal, by the way. They're all normal. If you weren't a little excited and a little nervous, I don't know, I'd probably be a little nervous. I would definitely be excited and nervous, and hopefully you're feeling all of those things. So you guys are going to get to see who you're journeying with inside of season 3, and you're going to get to see who you're assigned as a mentor, who the red and blue teams are going to be, and all of the nitty-gritty. So tonight's kind of like a meet the cast night, and then Sunday we will have our very first Sunday will be starting prep week. Okay, so we're going to talk about all that, but first and foremost, I want to say a really big congratulations to all the cast members of season 3. And this crazy journey of the biggest transformation started last summer. I was actually on a girls' trip with some girlfriends, and most of you know my story. I spent a lot of years, most of my life actually, overweight. And I put up a face of confidence. I put up a face like I was okay with my weight, but I really wasn't. It was a really big insecurity for me. It really affected every area of my life, from business to parenting to my sex life, like everything. There was not one area of life that my weight did not affect. It affected my confidence. And there was a season in my life where I had given up and given in. And I had just really succumbed to the fact of maybe I'm just going to be an overweight person for the rest of my life. I've tried, because listen, I had tried so many things and none of them worked. At least that's what I thought. None of them worked. And here I was, even when I would lose some weight, I would always go gain it back. And it was just like, okay, like, I don't want to be tortured. I don't want to constantly feel ashamed or not good enough or like I'm a failure. And there was a season where I really did give up, and I really just like, okay, I guess this is just my lot in life. And I'm not designed to be one of those small people. My people are big people. It's how we're made. I'm big boned. And, all of us have our breaking point, and all of us have a moment of inspiration. And inspiration comes in all different shapes, forms. God baits the hook with whatever he needs, whether it's watching somebody else and going, oh no, if they can do it, we can do it. And we never know when that's going to be, right? Because think about it. All of us have seen success stories in the past, but for whatever reason, there was that moment in the past month that pushed you over the edge and said, I've got to do something. And that was the moment for me 7.5 years ago. And the moment for me was reading a statistic that talked about my kids. And I was a new mom, and my husband was working late that night, and I was sitting at the table reading an article. And that article said that kids that grow up with an obese parent in the house are 200 to 400% more likely to struggle with their weight, depending on if one or both parents are overweight. Well, I was morbidly obese and my husband was overweight, which meant our kids had a 400% shot at being overweight. And in that moment, I sat at my table and I ugly cried. I don't have a pretty cry. I was in the full on. It wasn't the sniffles. It was like the, wiping the snot on your shirt. Like, it was a full on ugly cry. And in that moment, I just had the revelation of, this was bigger than me. This was bigger than my food addiction. This was bigger than any excuse I had ever made. This was about my legacy. This was about my family. And I had to take control. And that was a Tuesday night. And that night I drew a line in the sand. I pushed all my past failures aside. I got started. And in 13 short months, went from a size 22 down to a size 2. Went from 288 pounds down to 128 pounds. Really beating, like, understand, I thought I was big boned. So when I wound up in a size 2, it was like, what in the frick? Like, I never even knew that existed underneath here. And so many times people say, Carmen, was it worth it? Would you do it again? And hands down, every day, all day on Sunday. My life has completely changed. I am a better wife. I am a better mom. I am a better businesswoman. There is not one area that I haven't increased or gotten better since losing the burden of weight. And most of us have justified where we're at. And most of us have just gotten used to carrying the burden of the weight. And we don't even realize how it's affecting us. And so inside of this season, we're going to be tackling, this is not the biggest loser. And, I was thinking about doing a spin on the biggest loser when we were first naming this, but this just isn't about you losing weight, because we've all lost weight before. This is about you transforming from the inside out. Because can I tell you, that's the only thing that's going to work? You have to make a transformation on the inside before the outside can be transformed. Because if you just start dieting and you start working out and you spend hours in the gym, or for, people that just go get weight loss surgery, that's a great change. And that'll be some short-term effects, but it won't be long-term. You've got to learn. It's one skill to lose weight. It's a whole nother skill to maintain it. And it's just skill. It is just a skill. And the good news is I have the skill. I have developed the skill, and I am so freaking ready to give it to you. And I kind of go back and forth between excitement and emotional, because I wasn't just always a fit chick who wants to help other people get fit. I was where you're at. I've had your struggles. I've had your internal battles. I've experienced everything that you've experienced: the shame, the guilt, the ups and downs, the feeling great about yourself one minute and feeling, the secret eating where we eat something and we shove the wrapper in the bottom of the trash can. We go through the drive-through on the way home and we still come home and eat a full meal. We don't tell the spouse that we went through the drive-through. The taking a bite and someone walks in and we stop chewing. All the things that we've all done at certain times. And so make no mistake that the journey you're about to embark on is going to change your life. And when we first thought of this, it was one, I hoped it would work. And it was like, I believed this idea was from the Lord. But how do you confirm that, right? It was like, okay, I think this is going to work. We're going to just do season 1 and throw a bunch of crap against the wall and see what sticks. And the results of the 7 people blew me away. It exceeded every expectation I had. And then we did it again. Okay, we're going to do this again and see if it works. And it worked again. So far, there were 7 people in season 1, 8 people in season 2, and we've had nobody that has failed. Every single person has lost an insane amount of weight, which is crazy.
Yeah, we did.
So, what'd you say?
I said, yeah, we did.
How much have you lost so far, Shane?
I'm down 130.
130 pounds in 6 months. 130 pounds in 6 months. That is, how long did it take you to lose your first 100 pounds, Shane?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I didn't figure it out. I'll have it for you tomorrow.
123 days. Shane lost his first 100 pounds in 123 days. Isn't that nuts? Think about that. How much did you lose your first 12 weeks, Shane?
72.
72 pounds in 12 weeks. You understand? That's 3 months. 3 months, that dude lost 72 pounds. His BFF, who got started after watching him, Matthew, who just won season 2, lost 66 pounds in 12 weeks.
I'm a smaller guy.
That's insane. Anyway, all right. So during these next 24 weeks, I'm fairly upfront about how this is going to work, because this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the person that doesn't, this is just not for the faint of heart, is the truth of the matter. This is not for everybody. This is for those that want results. And this is for those that are willing to be like, show me, tell me, teach me, and I will do it. Because inside of the biggest transformation, it's kind of a non-negotiational zone. It's like a my way or the highway zone. And I know those words are really strong, but I don't ever want there to be a mix up of how this works and what's expected. And so over these next 24 weeks, it's going to push you. It's going to challenge you. It's going to inspire you. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you cry, even if you're like a tough dude and you're like, I don't cry, Carmen. There's no crying in baseball. Dude, I'm a dude. Anyway, it's going to make you proud. There's going to be moments where you're discouraged. It's going to push you harder than some of you have been pushed in a very long time. And there will be moments, I can promise you, there will be moments you're going to want to quit. There will be moments you're going to want to give up and give in, because, you know, unfortunately, we live in a society where we've been programmed to think or expect or chase easy street. We've been programmed to think and go after what is easy. And what I have learned is what is easy, what comes easy, easy come, easy go. Okay. This is, make no mistake, this is going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. And the results you're going to get and the tools you're going to get along the way, OMG.
My name is Nikia Dollar. I currently live in Huntsville, Alabama. I am married to my husband for almost 18 years. Together, we have 3 beautiful daughters, and I have a 30-year-old daughter as well. I am 46 years old. I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall. And the last time I stepped on the scale, which was yesterday morning, I weighed 366 pounds. And am I excited? Honestly, like when she said, like I knew when I applied, because I watched some of the previous seasons, like this is public, but something about, I mentioned I'm a bucket of water. There's something about when she said, this is gonna be public and people are gonna know like where you are. Like you see where I am already. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be with my family from a distance, the people that cheer me on, that Carmen, who has inspired so many people to live a healthier life, to be a better mom, to be a better wife. Thank you to Dr. Mary, because something that she said to me just kind of, it also was another reason that I knew that I had to apply and go all in. So I'm choosing to follow directions because I know what I know, but I've not been doing it. So I'm just going to show up. I'm going to do the work, and I'm here to cheer you out, everyone else on as well. So welcome aboard, everybody.
So awesome.
Hello. I am Wendy Clayton, and I live just outside of San Antonio, Texas, and I am married to my husband, Todd, almost 28 years. Next month will be 28 years, and we have 4 now adult age children. They're ages 27 to 21. And I am 5 foot even and currently weigh 196 pounds. And I am excited to be with this amazing group of people. So fun and nervous. The idea of, having to share all of this publicly and having to be vulnerable and, share things about myself and look at things that are going on is a little scary to me. I have been working through that for the last couple of years. So I think I feel like I'm at a point where this is the right time to take this challenge. And I know with the support of Carmen and your skills, you're going to help us learn, and all these amazing people that I'm seeing here. I know that this is going to be an amazing challenge to work through together.
And I think your sign behind it says it all. Let your faith be bigger than your fears.
Yes,
I love
sure.
that.
Oh, hello everybody. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to see everyone. Yes, Mary and Shane and Jen, they just caught me. It was like, you're gonna go. But anyway, no, they did. They did encourage me. So thank you for encouraging me to come. Because, when I look at myself, I always thought, yes, you don't need to, but I'm over 50 now. And listen, it's getting bigger and bigger every day. So I am from North Carolina, Tammy Watson. I have, my husband's name is Henry Watson. We've been married for 18 years come December. We have a total 7 kids and with 16 grands. And I need to stay healthy for my children and my grandkids. And it's so funny that my stomach can get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I am a little ashamed because I weigh 203 pounds. And when I told somebody that today, was like, yeah, you kidding me? I was like, yeah, you just can't see the fat. I can. If I take off these clothes this year. So I am totally committed. So one of the things, Carmen, I want to tell you all that I really started, I started not loving myself, right? And so today the Lord said to me in my prayer, he was like, if you're going to do this and be committed, you need to love you. You need to love yourself. So if you love yourself, then you can make changes, you can shift your mind. And so I am totally committed. I love myself and I want to remove this fat from here and there. I mean, y'all, when I walk, I have to walk with my legs open because I'm not used to having fat. So I am here to make that transformation in my mind so my body can shift. So thank you so much for allowing me to come on because I am dead serious. And yes, I do need accountability. So thank you so much.
Me and everybody, girl.
I am so happy to be here. So yes, my name's Abby Servies and I'm from Lafayette, Indiana. I'm really excited to be here. I saw my mom totally transform. My mom is Debbie. Hello. She totally transformed, yes, on the outside, but also what I've seen on the inside has been powerful. So I'm really excited for her and I want to transform as well, like she did in every way. And I weigh about 165 right now. And I'm 5'8". And so I've battled like 15 to 20 pounds for probably 7 to 10 years now. But I've really developed some awful habits. And I'm just really excited to start all these new habits with you guys. And so that I can help the next generation too. Because I don't want my insecurities to start rubbing off on our kids. So we have 3 boys, they're 16, 21, and 24, and a grandson. And I'm just really excited to be part of this group with like-minded people. I know it's powerful. So thank you for what you do, Carmen.
I'm Bryce. I am married to my wife, Sandra, and we've been married, it'll be 10 years in March. I am 6'8", and I am more than 420 pounds, I can say. That was the last time I stepped on a scale that didn't regret its life choices. When I stepped on it, it just said, "Err." So, yeah, I'm at least 420 pounds, working on getting a scale that will work for the first couple weeks so that I can get those weigh-ins. So from Bloomington, Minnesota, that's where I grew up, now living in Big Lake while we're between houses.
Are you excited, nervous, both?
Oh, yes. I am both. I am excited because I love the competition aspect of it and the accountability that this is going to give, because that is very big for me. I need the accountability that this is going to provide, but I am also nervous because I've let my body get this far, and I know that the workouts are not going to be easy for me at first. So there will probably be tears, and there will, we'll make it through it.
Hello. So hi, I'm Krista Joy. Joy is my middle name, and many years ago I worked with someone and I found her Bible, and I was like cleaning up, and she I opened it up to 1 Thessalonians 5:16, and it was circled and it said Krista's verse. and I never said, but 1 Thessalonians 5:16 is be joyful always. And so ever since then, I've taken on my middle name as part of my name. So Joy is definitely who I try to be. However, it's been kind of a really long journey to keep joy in my life. And so I'm married. I'm my husband, Joe. We met at camp, working the camp together. So we've known each other 30 years this summer. In fact, next week, 30 years. But we've been married for 18. We have 2 amazing girls, almost 12 and 9. I'm an elementary music teacher. So part of my excitement about all of this is that I'm all about relationships, because I think teaching is all about relationships. And so I've done this weight loss thing a couple times before, and I had a really great group to do it with, and that kind of disbanded. And so I feel like that's what's been missing as I've tried to do it in the past. So that's probably the part that I'm most excited about for this group. I'm also super nervous. I live kind of a busy life and crazy life, and Nikki, just hearing you talk, like I could be like fireworks too, but this means a lot to me. Like my mom, I grew up with my dad being able to eat whatever he wanted because he was tall and thin, and my mom was overweight, and I did not want to be that mom, but life chances took me there. And though I'm only 42, I'm in menopause because I had breast cancer, and I have a lot of baggage, and it's hard to lose weight when you're young, and I had cancer, and I want to be here for my girls. And one of the main things I can do is to lose weight so I can be here for my girls. So I'm excited about it, this opportunity, but I'm also really nervous. But I'm excited just to do this with other people. And I want to be joyful for you guys and cheer you on. And I pray that you guys can do the same for me. Let's see, I am short, so I'm 5'1". So I weigh 250. And that's me.
Hey everybody, let me change my screen so I can see everyone's faces. Okay, my name is Dana Gayer, and I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I'm utterly terrified looking at the screen and seeing everybody. I was so excited when Carmen accepted me. I've been so I almost applied for season 2 and totally chickened out. And I wasn't planning to apply for season 3. And then talking to some people mid-July, I was just like, you know what? I should just do this. And then I was driving home from an event, and I was so pumped up. And then I got accepted, and I was like, what the hell did I just get myself into? I literally said that to myself. And I was really excited after I got out over the initial shock. And then I saw the email, about a week ago with about this meeting, and I saw some of the names, and I got super intimidated. And I think a lot of that is a lot of people that know who I am, they see me as this super confident person, and I am in some ways, but I'm really not. It's really a wall for me that I'm, yes, I'm confident, I got my crap together, but I've got some baggage. So yeah, in my fear of this meeting, I actually ate a whole box of ding dongs, and I'm not joking, in 2 days. So I'm nervous on a lot of fronts, but I'm really, really excited at the same time. So, oh, and I'm 5'6", a mere 5'6", maybe 5'5" and a half. And I weighed myself actually this morning, and I think I was right around 233. And I was really sad when I saw that, because I was actually closer to 225 about 3-4 weeks ago. So I was really discouraged, but I've been stress eating, and I know that. So I'm ready for Sunday. Let's get this party started.
Everyone, my name is Stuart Lynn. and my amazing bride is Lisa. We have 8 kids. We have 7 grandkids, and I'm from Blessing, Texas, and I am 6'2" and 308 pounds, and I am very excited about what's on the other side of this, but I am as equally nervous and scared and all the other emotions about the process, but I'm in it for the long haul, so in that respect, I'm excited about the journey.
All right, Steve, I'm a native of Maryland, now live in Northern Virginia, married to Ashley from season 1. We have 2 kids, an 11-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl. I am 6'3", 240-ish pounds. And if you would have asked me any time in the last 20 years, and told me that that's what I weighed when I'm 40 years old, I'm 40 now, I just turned 40. I'd say I'm doing pretty good. I've spent kind of varied between about 260 and 315 for most of my adult life. About 2.5 years ago, I just started, putting in the work and got down to, I've twice now gotten down to the 210s. But why am I here? I seem to lack that extra kick to finish out and stay there. I watched Ashley go through this journey, and I saw the great things it did, for her and folks like Shane, really taking off that weight, and then folks like Andy and Peggy, who were, maybe a little closer to their goal weight, and now you look at them and they're just shredded. And I Ashley suggested that I apply, and I was kind of had a little bit of arrogance, and I was like, no, I've done this all myself. I don't need any help. But then I'm thinking, you know what? I keep getting close and then bouncing back up, getting close and bouncing back up. So, I know what a great resource this was for her, and I'm hoping that being part of this group can give me the motivation and the teaching to get to that goal and stay there. So I'm excited, a little nervous. I'm a pretty private person. So the idea of kind of doing this publicly is a little intimidating, but why not?
That's right. And Steve is affectionately known to the entire season 1 cast as Sexy Steve.
Sexy Steve.
My name is Lori, and I live in Minnesota, and I have to say thanks to Shane, because I watched him literally melt in front of my face. I work with him. So I saw him every day kind of melt away, and I just was astounded. I'm 50, and I got to the menopause stage, like I'm 53, and I got to the menopause stage and everything stopped for me. And so I'm 5'1", and I'm 176 as of, I think, yesterday. I was like the ding dong girl. I just kind of, once I knew I had to get into this, it was scary and exciting, and I just went full throttle into eating. I mean, I'm finishing up some Cheetos, and I don't even like Cheetos. I have a fiance that I've been with for like 15 years. I have 3 kids from a previous marriage, and I'm always very busy. I'm excited to do this because I needed something to kick me into gear, like something where you're accountable, you have a group of people that is, with you and going along that journey with you every day, where they're like, come on, you can do it. I just needed that. I used to work out and do stuff, and I got to that, I think Carmen, you said it, the fluffy stage, where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be fluffy and like it. But I really didn't like it. And so I needed something to change, and watching, Shane's putting his everything into it, I just loved it. And so I thought, I need this. So I'm excited and scared, but I'm ready to be on this journey.
Hi. My name is Trisha Mosier. I am 47, and I've known Carmen and Karen for a very long time. So I feel a connection with them, and thank you very much for accepting me, because I really honestly didn't think that was going to happen for me. I'm emotional too. I guess I started, I've been with Karen for a few years now. I saw Karen on Facebook just out of the blue, and there was this blonde girl with her, and I was like, oh my God, who is that? And I started researching and figured it was Carmen, and I've known Carmen forever. And so you've just been my inspiration for several years now. And I jumped on board with you a while back, and I started doing really, really well. And then COVID hit, and I've put weight back on, and there's just been a lot of different things, family dynamics that have changed. And I've decided that I just can't get there by myself. So I chickened out. Season 1, season 2, and season 3 came, and I just knew that I had to do it. I'm married, been married for 27 years as of last week. My husband, CJ, I have 2 daughters, 27 and 24. I have a grandson that just turned 8. I am 5'1", barely. And I think this morning my scale said 232. And I'm very nervous. Like some of you, I think I've ate everything I could up to this point, knowing that this is it. And Sunday I'm done, and trying to get that taste out of my mouth now, like fill all the cravings. I've been pretty free with that, and that's probably a lot of my problem. I fall to my cravings, and I don't have any self-control.
Hello, everybody. My name's Sherida, but you can call me Cher. All my friends call me Cher, so you can call me Cher. I just literally moved with my husband to Snow Valley, just an hour outside of Toronto, Canada. I think I'm the only Canadian here, but I love my American friends so much. I'm really happy to be here. It's taken me a long time to get to this point. I've known Carmen for about 5-6 years. And I haven't made a lot of progress with my weight. I was heavier as a kid, but then I went through a period of time where I lost a lot of weight and kept it off for a long time. But over the past, I would say, well, since I've known Carmen, I put on a lot, and I'm really struggling. And I'm struggling with, earlier in tonight's meeting, Carmen talked about hiding, and that's what I've been doing. There's people in my life that haven't seen me for years because the shame that I have around my gaining this weight is so intense. I feel so ashamed that I literally avoid people. It has to stop. I can't go on like this anymore. So I'm here. And yeah, I just moved up to a beautiful little area in the mountains with my husband. I have 2 little fur babies, Nick and Nora. I'm an auntie. I have lots of nieces and nephews. I'm about 5'6", I think. And I weighed myself yesterday. I was 265. My highest weight has been in the 290s. And that was about, maybe 4 months ago. But I'm just so excited to be here and to feel a sense of community and love with people who really understand what that struggle is like. And I'm incredibly emotional too. I'm surprised I haven't started crying, but I will throughout this whole journey. But I'm really happy. Carmen tried to get me to apply a couple of times, and I was like, no, I'm too private. I can't do this. I've been hiding. No. And then finally I'm like, I sent you an email on Facebook. And you didn't even answer my question. All you said was season 3 applications have started. And I'm like, I think that's a sign that maybe I need to apply. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm really, really looking forward to making lots of new friends on this journey.